What is my favorite thing about life? The opportunity for us to raise our vibration. I just love it. I think it's awesome. So, that being said, I've already made a video on the top 5 ways that you can raise your vibration. But in this video, I'm going over the number one reason, the number one thing, the number one way that we are getting in our own way of raising our vibration. This is the number one reason that your vibration is lowering. This is the number one reason why you are having difficulty raising your vibration. So here we go. Boom. Here is my question to you. How do you spend your time? There are all these things that we do for ourselves in our self-time, our free time. Look at it literally. When you have an entire day off, what are you excited to do and what do you do? Are you sitting there and binge watching TV shows? The reason I'm using this as an example is because this is what I used to do every single day. Another way to look at this and to understand another kind of angle of what I'm saying here is, what do you find yourself retreating to in your mind? So when you're at work and you're just done, you're just ready to go home and you want the shift to end, why? What do you see yourself doing in your mind that is more exciting than what you're doing then? Where do you find that peace? What do you gravitate towards? What is it? Are you watching shows? Are you playing video games? Are you eating food? Are you going on a jog? Are you going to the gym? Again, no inherently bad, no inherently good. The first step to this number one thing I'm talking about here is awareness to what you do in your free time. So now that we got that out of the way, you should have something bouncing around in your mind that is what it is that I'm talking about. So you will know. You will know what the number one thing is that you do in your free time. So here we go on to the second facet of this information. The number one way that you are lowering your vibration, I'm telling you right now, is by not listening. Not listening to what? What are you talking about? Not listening to your inner self. Not listening to the outer world. Not listening to anything. You're not listening. A lot of us hear things. A lot of us hear thoughts in our mind. A lot of us can hear a rustle of leaves when we're walking. But are you listening? We hear things constantly, but when do we really listen? This thing I'm talking about in the first step of this, of understanding how you are spending your free time, understand that the number one thing that you are doing in your free time, I don't care whether you're saying it's good or bad. Again, we're staying away from what's inherently good or bad. Look at it in an intellectual and realistic way and see, is this something that you're doing to distract yourself? Or is this something that your heart, that your higher self, that the ultimate consciousness that we are, is that why you are doing it? Is there love in that? Is there joy? Now, I can say I love to watch Netflix. I got a lot of joy sitting there, stuffing my face with pizza, watching Netflix. But that's not what I mean. It's a different kind of dimension of it. Why did I love that? Because I hated my life. Just to be straight with you. Yeah, I really disliked my internal ecosystem and my external one. And so that was what I loved. That is where I thought joy came from, was from removing myself from it. I loved the distraction of it. So understand that the number one way that you're spending your time might be the way that you're distracting yourself from yourself. Are you hearing things and then piling distractions on top in a refusal to listen? I was personally for a long time. So yes, the number one way that you are lowering your vibration is not a specific one thing. It's not watching TV. It's not playing video games. It's not eating junk food. It is whatever you, unique to yourself, are doing the most of. It is the number one thing that you personally with your distinct self are retreating to in your mind. The number one thing that is lowering your vibration is the number one thing that you are using to distract yourself. And the unfortunate truth of it is that the number one thing that we distract ourselves with is the number one thing that we spend most of our time doing. What? I know. Mind-blowing. Most of my existence, up to not too long ago, was a big old pile of distraction. A really huge, massive pile of distraction. It's really quite humorous now that I look at it, actually. And really not so as well. But, I mean, think about it this way. Pulling it from my own life and my own example. For me, my New Year's resolution for 2020 was to stop watching TV. Why? Because I've known for years that it wasn't wasting my time necessarily. It was removing it. And I know that that sounds weird, but sometimes I think it's valuable to waste time. I think it's fun. We should all be able to waste time sometimes because it's our time to do what we want, and wasting it can be just a way that we express that. But when you are doing something with your time that is removing value, removing energy, taking your heart from you, distracting you from who you really are, that's why I was watching Netflix. That's why I was binge watching TV shows. To distract myself from the uncomfortableness that was inside of me, that I did not want to confront, so it was easier to exist in a TV show. That's what it was for me. So, no, the number one way that you're lowering your vibration is not watching TV, unless it is. You will know. This will be something that you will have known for a long time now. You will have been feeling a voice speaking within and outside of yourself, saying to you, this is the way. Walk in it. And what are they telling you to walk into? They're telling you to walk in to the room that is away from what you're distracting yourself from. You've got to listen to your heart, and you can't hear it if you are constantly distracting yourself. So at this point, I'm pretty much just saying the same thing over and over again. But I know that you guys watching this are all about raising your vibration. And I know that there is a profound consciousness going on here. And so I know you'll understand what I mean. And I think there's a very high possibility and chance that this is something that you have already discovered in of yourself. And so in that case, I would love for you to post down below. And this is a little personal of a topic, but I mean, I did share mine. I would sit in a chair for 6 or 7 hours straight and watch TV shows. And by the way, this wasn't just 1 month of my life. This was, I would say, probably 50% of my life. So please share. Let me know if it sounds exciting to you for you to put that out there and share. What was the number one way that you were lowering your vibration? What was the number one way that you distracted yourself? How did you realize it? This is a really profound thing that I think that we all should know. And the hilarity of it is that I think that we all deeply know it. And the more we distract ourselves, the more we pile things on top, the more obvious it is that this person that we are, or this person that is doing this, it's very obvious that they know. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't be trying to distract themselves from what they know. So, it's not hard to make a change, guys. If you can pinpoint the number one thing that you've been distracting yourself with, all you have to do is turn, take a step, and it's the new you. I make it sound pretty easy. I know it can feel hard. I struggled for years to try and stop doing what I knew was not great and was really bad. But then I just decided, nope, I'm done. That's all it is. It's a decision. It's a quantum jump. It's a teleportation into the potential that we all carry. Every single version of yourself is vibrating. Anything you can perceive, you can be. All you have to do is be it now. So, who is Nathan? Nathan is somebody who is not interested in movies or television. I don't do it. I don't watch them. I have different things that I'm doing in my time. That is who Nathan is. That is who I have chosen for Nathan to be. And because of that, I have profound amounts of time to have stumbled upon meditation, stumble upon more information like what this video is about. The pursuit of the voice inside. It's time to listen, guys. Stop lowering your vibration, listen to your voice, and the voice will lead you to the way to raise your vibration. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And of course, I will see you guys all tomorrow at 10 a.m.